guys heard that, right? The way he talked to me. That's because he won one little Star Wars Galactic chat, and now he feels like he's the man, guys. It's ridiculous how one win can turn someone into this. Like, really?
What the hell? What the hell? What do you mean how I talked to you? I was talking to everybody. What the hell?
No. When I said JJ, you were like, what you want? That's what I said.
No, I was busy doing something else. I wasn't even paying attention.
Right, so I said JJ, and he said, what you want?
Yeah, what do you want? I was doing something else. I was trying not to burn myself up because I was filling my lighter.
Not a problem, but it's just that's
it ain't got nothing to do with what I've done, man. I was busy playing with flammable stuff.
I actually think it does.
I have frozen again, so sorry about that.
No problem. Next up, Geeks Enjoy Nerdotica, LDG. Talk to the people, them, sir.
What's going on, guys? LDG here. You follow me on YouTube. That's LDG of Geeks Enjoy. Follow me on Twitter at Geeks Enjoy. Just hanging out, just trying to free the net, hang out, watch parties, open panels, open topics. Saturday night, which might change to what is it again? Late night nerdgasm, adult nerd chat, guys. Yeah, we're ready for some fun tonight, and let's do it.
Absolutely. Elihu-Who.
Who? Oh, me.
Yeah, you. That's who.
Who?
Sorry, I'm eating flan right now. Sorry.
Ow.
I am Schrodinger's YouTuber named Elihu-Who because I can be found everywhere and nowhere at the same time. I can be found sometimes hanging out in JJ's channel, sometimes watching Chris try to play video games, which he's very good at, which is actually surprisingly good. So, especially when it comes to Link.
Right.
Yeah.
That maybe on that side of things.
Yeah, on Link. Okay, you're good playing.
I mean, what I'm really awesome at is kicking Nzo's and JJ's ass at Tekken and Mortal Kombat.
I was going to
say that.
Chris, I was just about to say that, but the exact opposite.
What the hell are you smoking?
I don't even fight them because I know I will obliterate them. So I just don't want I don't want to do that to them. I mean, I want to be nice.
JJ,
I'm gonna give you this filter, Chris. All right, this filter's for you.
JJ,
it might not be long enough though.
I think we need some of that strong shit that Chris is smoking. Like, that has to be the most strongest shit that I have ever fucking heard in my life. That's what it'll be like.
Or because it's been over 10, 15 years since I've done something like that. It's ditchweed and it's just hitting me weird.
No. It ain't strong. It's just some stinky shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you stink. Oh, damn it. That didn't even work. Never mind.
You talking just like LDG, and trust me, you're gonna get yours soon enough.
And
Dude,
definitely he will.
It's called LDG 1 Division Syndrome.
Oh Lord, Jason Lee Tucker, you were up. Talk to the people, sir.
What's going on, guys? Jason Lee Tucker Statement. We have shows about wrestling, pop culture, different, mostly indie wrestling. I went to a show this past week. I'm gonna have some videos coming up. I got to edit them up. Saw Moose, I seen Rich Swann, which is Impact Wrestling's former heavyweight champion. So some big guys. It was in AEW and stuff. So check it out, guys. I'll have the video up soon. Jason Lee Tucker Statement. Thanks.
A&W. What? You watching Root Beer or something?
AEW.
AEW.
CM Punk, baby. CM Punk. That's all I can say.
Yeah, he came back, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, well, it's different. It's
sold
a different
out Chicago. Sold Chicago out, and I mean that was a hell of an entrance. A 9-minute entrance. He came out. I've never seen nobody, even Hulk Hogan, ever had a pop like that. So, amazing.
Did you record it? Did you get to record it?
Yeah, it's on. I watched it on the TV, but it's on YouTube. You just check it out on YouTube, AEW site. They'll have it. I mean, he was literally a 9-minute intro. I mean, the people in sold out Chicago, the Chicago arena there, sold out. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, they were raising hell before he came out. And I mean, it was for solid 9 minutes. I mean, as a wrestling fan, if you're, some of these guys come back when Hogan come up or Rock come out.
I'm not down with it.
What is it?
What's that, Danny?
He's not down with it.
Not down with
CM
CM
Punk is so overrated. He's overrated.
CM Punk? Ooh. I think he is a little bit too.
Well, Daniel Bryan's coming back next. He's next one to show up, and Bray Wyatt. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be big.
All right. I just want to say what's up to the people in chat. We got G Major in the house. Dandelion is in the house. David is in the house. You know, JJ is in the house as well.
JJ.
Yvette is in the house. Thank you guys for popping in. Go ahead, Donnie. MSK is in the house. Go ahead, Donnie. Say what you're saying.
I just say he's overrated. I don't like him.
I wasn't a big fan of CM Punk either, to be honest with you. You know what I mean?
I liked him when he cried and whined.
Of course you did, right?
I have no idea who you're talking about.
A wrestler, CM Punk.
Wrestler.
Oh, sorry.
So thank you guys for popping in. You know how we do. We have 3 topics that we discussed with the panel, but I always have to have my honorable mentions. You know what I mean? And this is no different than any other. And it's been a while. You know, someone said, oh, I don't have that many honorable mentions. I've only had 1. So I said, oh, yeah? I got one for you. Honorable mention number 1. Did Elihu-Who troll us when he said he was going to do a 24-hour stream, then ended the stream, right? Ended it, and then I see a part 2 of the stream because he stopped the first one for some reason.
Oh, no. Yeah, okay, you focused on the wrong thing there. YouTube only keeps 12 hours of a stream. So you have to cancel it. You have to stop it and create a new one. But he didn't even stop early on the second one. He fell shy about 5 hours of the 24.
So he didn't do it.
You have to do that. So he still fell shy about 5 hours.
I explained in a tweet that I was up for about 34 straight hours. I could not take a nap. Because I had no earplugs and loud neighbors. And I had a bad headache. I was getting loopy and non-coherent.
So basically, and you should know a lot about this, Nzo, Chris, and Comic Chat. He didn't prepare before before presenting his stream.
How many of us told him to take a damn nap?
I tried to. I have no earplugs and I have loud neighbors.
Hey man, you know you were blasting this 24-hour stream for like a week, and then I see you fall 5 hours short. That's come on, man.
4.5 hours.
Don't worry, Elihu. You're not the only one who didn't get his duck straight beforehand. You should have taken a nap though. You should have.
I lost more than 10 hours. I lost more than 12 hours. I lost more than 15 hours.
Well, I think you're gonna have to do that all over again and get a 24-hour stream going and do a real 24-hour stream. You know, I'm just saying.
You know, coming from the look who's talking, eh? I'd like to see you do a 24-hour stream there, mister.
I never said I was going to ever do a 24-hour stream.
Yeah, you can't even do a 12-hour stream. Shit.
You probably right. You probably right. The most I
ain't making fun. This is from his own mouth. I'm not making fun of him. He said this himself. He's like, "Fuck that! I ain't gonna do fucking shit."
I didn't say fuck it. I said I am too tired. I even called an audible. I'm like, hey, I'm getting loopy here. I said so on the stream. I'm getting non-coherence. I got a headache. I was basically.
It's okay.
I cannot remember exactly what Command C meant.
Is the weed wore off? That's what it was.
Yeah. It's okay.
He only had a small bag, and it only lasted 18 hours. You know, so.
Hey, I have my weed in my hair. I have weed. Okay.
He takes it so personal.
Blaming the weed.
LDG, get ready.
I'm ready.
Do you think Chris Knight
favoritism? I like getting my ass railed sometimes. Wait,
really likes that?
Boy, hold on. Let me tell you how original that was. Yeah, not very original.
I didn't know he was going to do that, but okay.
I mean, honestly, it is so overplayed. That's not even funny anymore. So go ahead.
Like,
I thought it was
you could have gotten stuck saying something worse.
It's
like,
no,
I haven't had sushi in a while. I'm taking a break from the sushi. Okay, I'd rather have some tube steak. Okay,
I thought
you could have got caught saying that shit.
Or you can talk about UPS.
UPS.
Estados Unidos Español. What the fuck does that even mean?
That's an inside joke. If you guys heard us bitching about UPS.
And honorable mention number 3 goes to LDG. So I will full screen him. LDG.
Oh no, I'm sharing the video. Just play the video.
You're sharing it?
Yeah,
Okay.
guys. So I made a video. Our very first. We've had a picture honorable mention, right? That was me and the dildo faces. So I am actually doing the first video honorable mention, guys. I hope you like. I only put this together in an hour, guys, but it was freaking hilarious. If you guys saw these people doing a stream yesterday, ill prepared.
Oh shit! Really?
But wait, there's more.
Hey, don't talk over.
I had his Twitter up.
Good evening, everybody. How you doing? This is LDG here, bringing to you my honorable mention.
Boom. There you go, Donnie. Let me know when you're ready.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's right there. It's a teaser trailer.
Set up, record
It's right
9,
there. It's a
lights.
teaser trailer.
Oh, it is the teaser trailer? Is it?
You have it up. Let me know when you're ready for me to play it.
Lights,
I'm ready. Go ahead.
camera
right.
check,
Make it full screen.
video
I
check,
will.
Did you share audio?
player check,
Yeah.
full screen check. For those of you who weren't watching yesterday, we had our very own Nzo, Comic Chat, and Chris Knight, Slick, Chick, and Dick thought they were going to have a good time, enjoying an interesting review of their take of the Spider-Man movie, No Way Home. They were so excited that they forgot to do one simple thing, especially on a live stream, and that is check their source. Let's see how it went.
Oh shit!
Oh. Holy crap. There's one thing you got to think about, though. They did a very, very good job of putting this together.
They did. Woo! Daredevil in a suit.
Yeah, Daredevil.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Christmas.
No, like those again and again forever.
What?
Oh, Jesus. They're doing. Oh, my God.
Oh!
I didn't even catch that part.
Yeah.
I mean,
That was a real one.
oh.
That was the real one.
Andrew Garfield.
Jeez.
Hey.
All three of them swinging at the same time.
Holy shit.
My name is Matthew Murdoch. I'm your attorney.
Fire. Fire. Fire.
Wow.
Not done yet.
DC
Dude.
has just been formally defeated.
Dude.
DC has just been formally defeated.
Fire.
Wait for it.
There's
Everything
apparently
that they've been saying, is true. Melina,
Poor Mama Bear. I think she knew. She just wanted to be polite and tell these guys they're watching the wrong fucking clip.
Jamie Foxx,
Oh my
Jamie
God.
Foxx?
Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx.
the second one.
Andrew Garfield, all of them.
Oh Is it not me? Or did it look like they were taking beats from the...
And here's the moment when they all found out something was wrong.
The second one.
Andrew Garfield, all of them.
Oh my Is God. It not me? Or did it look like they were taking beats from the Amazing Spider-Man 2? It looked like they had some scenes from there. It looked like they had some scenes from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie. Holy.
Scenes from Doctor Strange too. How the city was folded on top of each other. and
Yes,
stuff.
yes, yes, yes.
I can't wait till Christmas.
Hold on.
And here is the moment where they just
No,
confirm
here it is. I
Get down,
have.
fuck up.
I think that was a fan made one.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got it right here. Hold on.
Ah, man.
If that was
I was about
fan
to say.
made, I don't want to see the real.
You guys deserved every minute of that.
Bravo, LDG. Bravo. That was fucking amazing. It had me dying.
That's
and
very good.
Tearing up.
That brought a tear to me eyes.
Oh my god, that was funny. Oh man.
Dandelion fluff is true in her comment.
Oh wait, hold on.
Anzo.
Which one?
The not the Dan. Yeah, that one.
We laugh, but inside we're crying because it isn't true. That is true. Oh my god, that was hilarious. LDG brought tears to my eyes with that. I don't know if Danny got to see it, but damn, Danny, that was funny.
Oh, don't worry. Danny will see it as soon as I post this to YouTube and Twitter and Minds and everywhere else it goes. Don't worry. We will see it.
Well,
Man-made
I mean,
trailer.
honestly, I'm not too worried if it gets like the 30 views or something like that, so it's okay.
Whoa. Ooh, shots fired.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I don't care. I mean, honestly, whoever made that, and actually, Anzo, you should go back and you should comment under that, dude. That was an awesome trailer. Too bad it's probably not true. I mean, we do know Molina's in it. We know that Green Goblin has something to do with it. We're pretty sure Andrew Garfield's in it. We know.
First topic, Chris.
I know. Well, then go to it. Let's go to it and let's talk.
Let's do it. Yeah, and that was a good segue into the first topic, LDG. Well done. Well done. That was funny though. I appreciate that one. Topic number 1. See, I think Eli is the only one that did his homework and actually looked at the description to find out what the topics were. But
That's why I have.
It didn't even give it to me. It blanked everything out before the link to this, so I didn't see anything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Twitter's been really stupid lately like that, but
Hey, I got about 15. I got about a good response for the last topic about the band member. I got a nice response for that one. I was all prepared.
No problem. I did that one because I know some of you guys, follow, listen to Rolling Stones, and so that's for you guys to show your respect, But topic number 1: arrival of the Sinister Six. Spider-Man struggles to know which way is up in the newly released trailer for Spider-Man: No Way Home, which, rather surprisingly, reveals that Tom Holland's Peter Parker will indeed come face-to-face with an assortment of villains from previous franchises. While it does keep some details close to the chest, the footage does confirm that both Dr. Octopus and Green Goblin, who will once again be played by Alfred Molina and William Dafoe, respectively, will enter the scarce timeline to terrorize Tom Holland's Peter Parker. Now, do you think we will see all of the Sinister Six? And will this be a disappointment to you if we don't? Chris Knight, you were starting up, so continue, bro.
Okay, so we know that Alfred Molina is in it. I am looking it up right now to see if there's a confirmation on William Dafoe, because I did not hear there's a confirmation. I just know that we know the Green Goblin will be in it. Now, we don't know who's going to play him, but it sounds, when I listened to it again today on my trailer breakdown, it sounds like
His
William
voice,
Dafoe.
right? Yeah.
I'm looking right now. I'm looking to see. I see Alfred Molina for sure. Jamie Foxx is shown on this on IMDb. And I do not see William Dafoe yet. But let me see here. Here we go. Do this.
You think maybe they could be hiding his name just to surprise people?
It could be something they put in the end that perhaps they move over to Doctor Strange also. Maybe. I don't know. But it does show Jamie Foxx. It does show
I was going to say Kurt Russell's voice was not included until after episode 2 of What If aired.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
they could. I don't know. I mean, I think that there's enough of this stuff showing up in here that
What up, Ash?
a lot of what we've heard about could be true. If the picture that Nindroid put out, and I've seen from other places, is true with Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield in front of the green screen set in their Spider-Man outfits, then he's there. If he's going to be there, why don't you just get Maguire in it? At this point, by that time, you just might as well throw everybody in there. Why not? I mean, you don't have to have them for a long period of time. You're just talking about little cameos. And for as far as we know, that's all that we're going to get of these people, because it is a multiverse. So the quick splashes of these people would be interesting. But I'm excited the way it shows it right now. And I really want to see where they go and how far they're willing to go with it.
Danny, you have anything to add to that?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Can
Shoot
you
your
hear
shot,
me, or
brother.
is it scratchy?
No, we can hear you.
We hear
Shoot your
you.
shot, bro.
I'm just saying, I would like to see the Sinister Six. I would really like to see him, but since he hasn't been introduced, I don't think they're going to introduce him in this, because it would be too much of trying to catch him up for the story arc. But I would definitely like to see Doc Ock, Willem Dafoe, Electro. Mysterio would be awesome too. I'm not sure what the other two would be, but so far, man, I'm not mad at what I've seen. And if Willem Dafoe does come on there, I think he would bring charisma and a kind of evilness to Norman versus the one that we saw in Spider-Man 2. I didn't like Goblin as much as I liked the first one. I liked the look better, but I didn't like the actor compared to Willem Dafoe.
Okay.
So,
Would you prefer?
You were literally crying for the first. You were literally crying for the first freaking the theater trailer. You were telling me you're fine with this one.
No, but the William Dafoe in the yeah. That's what he's saying. He's saying the William Dafoe from the Harry Osborn from the second one. He likes to look better than the William Dafoe one, right? But I mean, we still want to see the William Dafoe's Joker. Like,
I'm not talking about James Franco Hobgoblin. I'm talking about the one that was in the Amazing
Spider-Man. Yeah. You would rather that Green Goblin than
that. I say I like that look better, but I like William Dafoe, the actor, better.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. But Sean said Wicked confirms it, so take it with a grain of kryptonite. Got you. JJ, what do you think?
Well, you know me, I'm
Thanks,
not
Ash.
the book I'm not the book person, but we've already learned from previous Spider-Man movies, with Maguire and Garfield, that too many bad guys spoil the movie because you don't have enough time for each one that's going to be into the movie. If they bring 6 of them into this movie needs to be 3.5 hours long. And I don't believe it's going to be anywhere near that. I believe there's going to be way too many. That's if the Sinister Six does show up, I think that's going to be way too many. That's just my opinion on that, because we've found out from previous Spider-Man movies, you put more than one bad guy in there, it messes the movie up. So because we had Sandman and Venom, we had Electro and Rhino, we had Doc Ock and Franco's version of the Hobgoblin. It doesn't work. So I guess the only thing we can do is, like I always say, we just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I feel you. But I will say this, JJ. I think if the director. Yeah. Go ahead, Donnie, because I was going to do it, but you go ahead. Say what you got to say. Go ahead. I think we're on the same page.
That, I agree partially with what JJ's saying, but sometimes you got bad guys does work, kind of like Penguin and Catwoman did, kind of like Poison Ivy and Mr. Freeze. So I think if they do it right, and like the Riddler and Two-Face, where Two-Face wasn't portrayed good, but I think we see movies in the past where they do the random bad guys. So I think it can work, but you might be right. 6 might be overloading the plate. But
Well,
right, I don't know. Like you said, it seems now that 3 hours is going to be the new normal for movies. So never can say it won't be 3 hours until we actually see the runtime.
well, and also with the fact of what it is, the multiverse, all that, 3 hours is going to sound pretty close to what they probably would go for. But remember, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness happens too. So what if this is a two-parter and it's like, you know, and Sean said it, what if it is a two-parter and they go and do something like in this one black screen to be continued in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and then it ties into that. I mean, it seems weird that we would bring the Spider-Verse and integrate it so closely to Doctor Strange, but they've already taken the first step because Doctor Strange has already come and invaded the Spider-Verse stuff. So by bringing him over there, if you have a lot going on, if there's a lot you have to tie up, you set it up in this movie, you move it over to the Multiverse of Madness, and you finish it up, or at least get to a point where it wraps it up enough. I think what they're trying to do is set up the fact that there could be multiple different things. They're maybe looking at doing one-off movies that aren't so built on a central story. They can do a central story here, but in the off months or off years, they can do something that's a one-off because now you have a multiverse and you can do something off here and get away with it, maybe. And I think that's what they might be trying to do.
And I remember I said this on I think it was Danny's show where I said that this could be the movie where Doctor Strange realized that the multiverse is fucked up, right? And then it continues on to his movie where he has to fix it. And there were already rumors from the start that Spider-Man was supposed to be in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness as well. So there's a lot of things they can do with that. LDG, go ahead.
Not enough money. You guys are way overthinking this. I would love it, and I don't think they'd screw it up if they did it right. Whoever said too many villains spoils the soup, you're nuts. It all depends how they do it. Okay, I would love to see the Sinister Six. Okay, I mean, if having too many super villains ruins it, then that means X-Men blew because they had too many superheroes. I just don't think they're going to do it. I don't think this is even the multiverse itself. Like I said, this doesn't even look like it's attached to the multiverse. Like it's just the section of Spider-Man's. It's the Spider-Verse. He cracks Spider-Man's multiverse. I don't see Kang being anything a part of this. Basically, frickin' it looks like somebody finds out who Spider-Man is. It's all going to be self-contained within the Spider-Verse. Spider-Man. Someone finds out who Spider-Man is. Doctor Strange comes to help out, tries to erase everybody's freaking memory of Spider-Man. Spider-Man screws it up, and he cracks the Spider-Verse open, and where we start bouncing back and forth, and they have to fix whatever that kind of conflict brings up, whether that's one or more two bad guys. But I don't think they're gonna. Like I said, I don't think they have the money for it. I don't think we're going to see a Sinister Six. I think we're just going to see a couple of them. Maybe there might be one person that they didn't put on the trailer, but it wouldn't make sense not to put them on the trailer, especially if you just remember, they didn't put Goblin on there. They just teased it with the bomb. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't make sense why they wouldn't tease it in the trailer to get people to go see this movie, especially with the way things are with the theaters and everything. To put as much hype into this as possible. Now, this is just the teaser, right? So we still have between now and Christmas, we still have an actual official trailer coming out, right? So maybe they do something else.Maybe we have more to see, and this is as much as they want us to look at right now. Whether or not they were forced because of the asshole who leaked that leaked it out. Whether they had kind of forced their hand, but from my understanding, it was supposed to come out yesterday anyway, right? Wasn't that the scheduled time? So maybe the guy just knew, well, listen, it's coming out Monday. I might as well just leak this on Monday. That way there's, limited collateral damage. And all it really did was just generate more hype to watch the trailer, basically. That's all all it ended up doing. Didn't spoil anything. But I guess I'll have to wait for the official trailer, see what else they show us. But to be honest, the way they've been going, the way they didn't, put the extra money into WandaVision or Loki or anything, I don't think we're going to get a Sinister Six. Are they going to tie it into what did you say? Tied into the multiverse
Multiverse of Madness.
I don't think so. I think they're going to answer. I think they're going to solve the problem in the movie, and then he's going to maybe bring Spider-Man with him into the multiverse of madness. But as far as whatever's taking place in the movie, I think they're going to resolve that conflict and move on.
The title of Multiverse of Madness was released way before the official title of the new Spider-Man movie.
But I'm saying this isn't about the multiverse of madness, though. This is what I'm trying to. If I didn't make clear, I'm sorry. The multiverse of madness is already happening thanks to Loki, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He didn't come in here saying anything about Kang or whatever. He was trying to fix something that Spider-Man had a problem with. Everybody knew who Spider-Man was, and he fucked up the spell. And you saw it. You saw the realm open up when he was making the spell and shit. So I think this is like a sub crack in the multiverse.
So first, I wanted to reply this. Just give me 1 second, Chris. Mike Salton's source says all of the Easter eggs and Strange acting weird points to Strange not being Strange in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
He's Mephisto, a Strange variant, or Mephisto Kang, or the Mephisto Kang.
I don't know about that. Maybe
I don't know where that came from.
But if you do watch where he's making the, where he's doing the spell and all that, you can notice the ring that's going around them. He walks through it, and when he walks through it and he starts talking to Strange, and he tells him, be quiet and whatnot. Watch the outer ring around them. It starts warbling a little bit, as if it's becoming unstable because Parker's throwing information at him. He's trying to concentrate on a spell because he is still fairly new at what he's doing. And that's what I think is all the stuff going that Peter's throwing at him. It's breaking his concentration, and that's when something goes wrong.
I wasn't a fan of that. Not a fan of that. Such a new mistake. I mean, I understand he's new, but that's wasn't a fan of that.
Of him messing it up by walking through it?
By him, for not preparing the spell, not telling him shut the F up beforehand, not being able to stop the spell, or not being able to control the spell. Him just talking was causing it. It just seems sloppy.
Maybe that's really not Doctor Strange. You know what I mean?
If Mephisto, but Mephisto's been Mephisto forever. Like, he wouldn't make that mistake. Like, he's more powerful. He's more in control of his powers than I would say is Doctor Strange.
Yeah, well, we'll find out. Elihu-Who.
Okay, if you guys recall the comic books, Doctor Strange and Spider-Man are the only quote-unquote major Marvel characters that have to deal with multiverses. They're the only ones. The premise of the movie is that Spider-Man's identity is revealed at the end of the last one. And if you guys actually notice, MJ is going through the area of the bridge. People are saying this is where Alfred Molina's Doc Ock comes up. But you got to remember, he went to the river. He's wearing a different outfit than when you see him falling in the river on the bridge. So if it's taking place from the river scene to the bridge where he's saying, "Hello, Peter," he's wearing a different outfit. He does not have. He has sunglasses on. It's not that same scene where he appears and does attack Peter. There's a pumpkin ball with the glider sounding in the background. So the Goblin and Doc Ock are attacking the bridge. We're not sure if he's addressing Tom Holland Peter, Andrew Peter. We don't know which Peter he's addressing. We don't know if the other Spider-Mans are in here. This could be a troll because, like JJ said, too many enemies spoil the soup. That only happens when we get multiple backstories of enemies in the same movie. We know their backstories already. It's been established.
But there's a few things here. One, to the William Dafoe thing, it does sound like him. But I noticed something when doing the trailer breakdown. So he has the Iron Man Spider-Man suit, the Iron Spider suit, whatever you want to call it, that has all the tech gadgets in it. We know he didn't like this. We know he made his own. So here's the thing I thought when I saw that, and I'm starting to think, I'm like, they could be trolling us about Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield to the extent that they might show them like once in the whole thing each. I'm wondering if this isn't multiple of Tom Holland's Spider-Man, because we see the regular Spider-Man suit, we see like a black one when he's running through that group of people, like in the lunchroom type thing. It's like a black one with no hood, and then you see the Iron Man one that Tony Stark made for him. So now my question was: is it multiple of his Spider-Man we'll see?
Well, that cafeteria scene is actually a homeless shelter that Miles Morales volunteers at.
Okay, whatever. I mean,
he's chasing somebody because somebody.
Or he's being chased.
Oh, he's chasing somebody because somebody points in a direction. As soon as he looks at that person, he points.
Yeah. But
so
but what if that's another one of him? What if it's another Spider-Man? I mean, again,
you don't know.
I saw multiple different variations of this current iteration of Spider-Man's suit, which made me wonder if it isn't going to be more him from multiple universes. But with Alfred Molina in it, it leads you to believe that they have an opening for Maguire. And again, that picture that we've seen out in the net that has Andrew Garfield in it, I'm leaning to believe that they're going to have those two in it somehow, some way, even if it's just quick.
Well, the Sinister Six part, we already got Doc Ock, we got Goblin, we have Electro, we got Sandman, we got Lizard. So who's going to be the mysterious unnamed sixth one? We already seen them in the trailer, except for this mysterious sixth.
Not sure who it's going to be, man, but it's going to be interesting to find out. That's for sure. Jason Lee, what do you have to say, brother?
Okay, first, of course, I like to see the Sinister Six in it. I think it's a trolliness altogether, because if you notice, Doctor Strange is chasing Peter on that train-looking thing.
I think I should get that. They're fighting each other.
And that What If coming up, they has the thing where the evil Doctor Strange is coming out. So I think the evil variant Doctor Strange is going to be the sixth member of the Sinister Six.
I think Enzo. I think Danny's trying to say something.
Who? Oh, yeah. If Danny's trying to say something, go ahead, Danny. No, I think he's just.
Okay. Yeah, it's just his radio or whatever he's listening to.
Yeah, go ahead, Jason.
I'm with LDG on the variant thing. I think LDG was pretty much. I don't think you're going to get much of the Loki stuff in this. I mean, I don't know. You might, but I don't know.
Could be. I mean, it's kind of weird. Like, he's chasing him for some reason, and if that What If thing, they keep showing. What if we don't get the Goblin, and there's some kind of Doctor Strange has through that pumpkin bomb instead? I mean, who knows? Because they could be trolling us majorly on that. And like the other two Spider-Man, I see it like I seen Sean Stackhouse put on the thing. It could be a two-parter. We don't know. Sony and Disney went back there and did a lot of extra signing, on whatever disagreement they have. So they might be a fourth film, and we just get Toby and right at the end, Toby and Andrew Garfield right at the end of the movie, which could be possible.
Eli. Yeah, go ahead, Eli. What were you gonna say?
I want to remind everybody that Marvel has a history of altering trailers to differently the scenes in the movies.
Absolutely. Yeah. LDG wants to sue them for that. Remember? So yeah, we know.
But
I got a question.
It's going to be hard now that they got to find a new.
Go ahead, Danny.
Is Kang a shapeshifter?
No, Kang is not a shapeshifter.
Yeah, I don't think he is either.
He's time traveler scientist.
He's a descendant from Reed Richards.
LDG, you were going to say something? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Danny.
It would be cool to me if they could tie this movie to the Multiverse of Madness and also with the Venom. I know that's probably highly unlikely, but that would be a good way to introduce the Spider-Verse, and I think that'd be a good way that we can finally see the spider emblem on Venom if he gets introduced into this universe some kind of way.
Makes sense. LDG.
Yeah, see, I don't know what they're going to do now because, with the latest news, I mean, they have to look for a new Wanda now, don't they?
Why?
Because she backed Scarlett Johansson in the suing.
She's
openly backing her, so Disney might just cut her off.
They might, but I doubt that.
What
I doubt
happened?
that.
Nah.
What
Because
happened?
she's backing her. She's not really
If I'm not
screwed.
mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, Kevin Feige backed her too. They're not going to get rid of Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, what happened? I don't even know what you're talking about.
She
Talking about Scarlett Johansson suing. Quick question. First to last question is: would you guys? You can all just say yes or no. But would you guys be mad if you go see it and there is no Sinister 6? Would that
No.
ruin your enjoyment of the movie?
No.
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 All right.
No.
And real quick, Ninja
No.
Turtles wants to know what's you guys' favorite Spider-Man movies. Mine is Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2 is one of the best.
Yeah.
I like the new Spider-Mans, but but I take it with a grain of salt because they're not fully Spider-Man. He's not really the Peter Parker because he's not the photographer like he is. I like the new ones, but definitely Spider-Man 2 is good. Like the original Spider-Man 2.
JJ?
I'd have to say, as far as all three of them, Andrew Garfield's the first one, The Amazing Spider-Man.
I think I got a fucking Phantom Zone, you and Danny. Hold on. I didn't even have it ready. I wasn't prepared for none of this shit. I won't do Danny because he might get kicked out, but JJ, you're definitely... Danny gets away with it because of technical difficulties because he's in his car, but JJ had to catch one.
Yo,
for that.
well, I'm not getting Phantom Zone for my opinion, man. That ain't right.
Nah, because Andrew Garfield sucks.
Dude, he's better than McGuire.
Oh God!
No, he is not.
Two.
Good job, JJ. Good job, JJ. Good job.
Double Phantom Zone.
Danny, I saved your ass because you're on your phone, but fuck that shit.
You will not down before me, Jarrell. But you and them one day, Jarrell.
Notice I've been quiet this whole time.
Horrible.
Also freaking the haterade.
All right. So
There's no haterade. There's no haterade there. Andrew Garfield is not better than Tobey Maguire. It's just you guys don't understand the intricacies about this, so it's fine.
Well,
you guys
once
can be
again,
wrong.
Chris is just now figuring out he's not right.
Put me back in the Phantom Zone when Chris talks.
LDG.
All of them that had Toby in it, I just loved him as Spider-Man. I don't have any favorites.
Thank you.
Eli.
I mean,
Are we talking about Peter Parker or Spider-Man? Because Andrew's quips were great as Spider-Man, but Tobey was a better Peter Parker.
Boom! Okay. Thank you.
The quips. You got Spider-Man quips, okay? But you got Peter Parker.
I've been saying that for the past 2 years.
Andrew's quips were excellent, on point. Tobey's were like too comically for him, but he's a great Peter Parker, man. He nailed on the character perfectly.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Damn straight it is.
I know.
Jason Lee.
Damn straight.
First two Spider-Mans with Toby.
All right.
Second one, then the first one. That's my favorite too.
Great. No problem.
Never seen
I'm not.
grown man scared.
Was that Danny?
As fuck. Grown man scared.
Hey man, that's like He-Man. I have the power, bro. That's how it goes. It ain't no thing. You know what I mean?
Pull a fucking sword out.
But the first one had that. The second one might have been better, but the first one had what the second one didn't have, and that is the anticipation value of watching Spider-Man. Like when I first saw the first one, it was just awesome to see Spider-Man. Like that was.
I am so
The second one you already saw Spider-Man, so it was like, oh, but it was still a great sequel.
Yeah,
and
Jay, the truth
so
is,
glad
I like all the Spider-Man movies. I'm not mad at any of them, to be truthful.
Even Spider-Man 3?
Yeah, even the dancing scene. Come on.
All that and like Spider-Man 3 was Venom. Other than that, I could watch it.
All right.
The Sandman was good.
Sandman was good.
Yes, but they wrote him badly.
So, guys, we move on to topic number 2. Great conversation on that one. And the next one is Shang-Chi reviews. Now, while everyone's reeling from the now officially released Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, upcoming Marvel outing, Shang-Chi and the Legends of the Ten Rings is preparing to hit theaters, and the reviews are now in. Currently sat at an exciting 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, critics are excitedly heaping praise on Shang-Chi, with many calling it one of the best standalone adventures in the MCU. Julian Roman called the movie a stunning martial art epic and praised practically every facet of what director Destin Daniel Creighton has brought to the big screen. Do the positive reviews of Shang-Chi give you hope that this movie will be great? Jason Lee, start it up. Go ahead.
I think it's going to be a good movie, but to me, it looks like Marvel's trying to bury it. I mean, because I know the lead, CEO of Disney, he already said this was an experiment, and it may not break $50 million at the box office this week. But I mean, it looks like a damn great movie. But it was funny, he was pushing the Eternals and all this, but story didn't say nothing about Shang-Chi. And today, I think they said that like Venom and all that's going to be moved to 2022. They already saying that's going to happen already. So at that comic thing, I think it's going to be a good movie that's we're going to enjoy when it comes on video, because it's going to bomb in the theaters, I believe. Because I think, you know, with all this going on, it's going to hurt it. But I think it's going to be a good movie. It's just I think it's going to be a casualty.
Yeah, interesting. Eli, what do you think?
It depends on who the critics are, but personally, I'm not interested in watching this movie. I'm not hyped for it, but I will watch it.
Oh, it looks good.
You're not interested in watching this movie? What?
It doesn't get my attention.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like kung fu movies or anything like that?
I was going to say, it looks pretty
I
damn.
like kung fu movies, but this really doesn't get my attention. It's like too comic-y kung fu fighting in the bus scenes. I'm like, nah.
Have you ever seen what's the one? What's the no. No, the Hustle one. The Hustle
Kung Fu Hustle.
Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that
shit
movie
was great.
Fucking great, man.
Great. Oh man.
No, I'm not all for that comedy kung fu, comedy fighting scene. If you're gonna do a little fight scene, do something like realistic, like the classic kung fu movies, like Bruce Lee, like Tony Chow, the classic ones. Even Jackie Chan movies, they actually look realistic because sometimes people actually get hurt during these fight scenes.
Yeah, but Jackie Chan's like Rumble in the Bronx, and those were really pretty jokey as well.
Those were not comical fight scenes. Those are comedy movies, but the fight scenes were not comically done.
Didn't they try that? Wasn't it called like Iron Fist? Did it like flopped?
Iron Fist. You're talking about
the show?
Netflix?
Yeah, it was trash. What do you think, LDG?
Not enough hype. Definitely not enough trolling. I mean, if they learned one thing, if you want to make a shitty show like WandaVision and have over 1 million views, you got to troll the fuck out of it. So no, it ain't no Phantom Zone on that, because I'm correct on that. They trolled the living hell out of us, and that's what the 90% of people who watched WandaVision watched it because of the trolling. So yeah, they didn't put enough into it. They ignored it. I feel like they ignored it. I didn't see any things that make me want to go see it, except for the fact that it has something to do with martial arts and Mr. 10 bracelets. That's it.
So I gotta make a comment about your WandaVision, dude. There's no point, nowhere that Marvel said Miss Fisher's gonna be in there or hinting it. It's all fans say this. You got trolled by fans, not Marvel.
Incorrect, dude. We got trolled directly
Marvel
from Feige himself, who said this was going to directly tie into the multiverse, and we were going to get Doctor Strange. That was confirmed.
But no Mephisto.
That was confirmed.
Yeah,
we also got Mr. Balaisi or whatever his name is saying, "Oh, we got a freaking Skywalker moment. Somebody I can't wait to work with. I've never worked with before. Just found out it was his goddamn mirror."
LDG.
You never mentioned, yeah, Mephisto's never mentioned just fans did this.
You
got
just
trolled by
hating.
fans.
I mean-
Jay, you just hating, LDG. You just hating.
You got trolled by fans, admit it.
Right.
JJ, what do you think?
Personally, I have no real want to see this movie, but going to the Rotten Tomatoes part of it, 94% don't tell me squat because it's already been proven, you know, with a little known movie named a very known movie known as Captain Marvel, that Rotten Tomatoes ain't exactly accurate. So you know, it could be 94% now, but when it comes out in the theaters, it could drop to 34%. We don't know. It's just like with any movie. You can't base it on what ratings are until you can't base it on Rotten Tomatoes, period. But you can't base it until it hits theaters and people see it either in the theaters or on Disney Plus, however they decide they're going to watch it. You can't base ratings until the movie comes out. Because it's not about the critics' ratings; it's about our ratings. Because we're the ones the movie is for. So,
I feel you.
That's pretty plain and simple right there.
All right, and Chris Knight, what do you think?
I mean, I want this movie to be awesome. And if they state that it's an awesome, epic martial arts movie, then I'll be on board if it is that. I just don't know if people today know what awesome, epic martial arts movies are. I just don't know. I mean, the last one I remember that made me stop and go like, holy crap, this is awesome, was The Matrix. And I mean, if they do stuff like that, okay. But I think you even got to one up that. So I don't know. All I know is that if the Mandarin is in this, like I've heard he's supposed to be, that's going to be the big thing that makes or breaks this movie.
Confirmed. Ben Kingsley is confirmed.
I agree.
So, do I want it to do well? I do. I want them to stick with the storyline. I want this to be good. I hope it isn't being thrown to the side, but you never know. So I'm interested in this movie. I hope it is all that, but also, like JJ said, Rotten Tomatoes is a horrible source because they've been caught paying critics to come to their site to put reviews in. I don't know. I prefer a non-biased look at it, and I don't know if Rotten Tomatoes is really that. I mean, they're probably getting money from Disney. They're probably getting money from a lot of different places to make things look good before it comes out, especially right now when it's needed for people to go out to the theater. So
completely understand that. Next up, Mr. Danny Graham, what do you think?
I'm going to agree with partially what Jason said. I think they're trying to sabotage it, but not the explanation that he gave. I don't think if I'm trying to really push change, I'm not going to release Spider-Man and kind of take a lot of the air out of the sails. So everybody forgot about Shang-Chi and gravitated to Spider-Man. It was the past 24 hours. So if they're going to push Shang-Chi, two things happen. They're going to have to make sure they nail down China market. And two, they're going to have to put the hell out of it this last, if I'm not mistaken, it comes out third. So this week here and this weekend, they need to buy some serious airtime, man. They need to shove Shang-Chi through. Because right now, Spider-Man is at the forefront. But I definitely hope that it does well, because I've always said, and I will continue to say, every movie to be a success. The last three, in my opinion, have not been. They started off ever since last Christmas. We daggone Wonder Woman 84. So we gotta turn the corner. So I'm hoping Shang-Chi is good. Definitely hoping Eternals, based on what I saw, I think that's gonna be good. And based on what we saw last night, I think that's good. So I hope that they just push the hell out of this shit this upcoming weekend. That's the only thing in my mind that's gonna save me.
I agree with you 100%, man. I really hope that this movie does do well. I'm excited for it, to be honest with you. And like you guys said, you got to take the Rotten Tomatoes scores with a grain of salt, right? Because I've seen movies on there where the critic score is extremely high, but then the audience score is totally different, right? And vice versa. I've seen some of them where both were high, and I still didn't like the movie. So I just go and using it as, because these guys like to use it as it's the end all to be all. But at the end of the day, so far the reviews have been great. Reviews have been great for Suicide Squad so far. The reviews have been great for Black Widow, and I didn't think Black Widow was that good, and some of you guys didn't think Suicide Squad was that great. So, like I said, you got to take it with a grain of salt, man. You never really know, you know?
Rotten Tomatoes is something you can use to argue your point, depending on which you argue.
I agree.
That's all it's good for.
I agree 100%. And that's the thing, right? Because some people can find it or will use it when it benefits them, but when it doesn't benefit them, it's like, oh, no, you can't. No, Rotten Tomatoes, you know? So, yeah, I agree with you 100%.
And
go ahead.
One more thing on that, Don. We actually, even if it's good or not, it needs to do good, because if it doesn't, a lot of these movie companies are going to pack up to 2022.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I think so too.
If it bombs, it does like Suicide Squad with them kind of numbers. You're not going to see nothing big till 2022.
I think it'll do. Sorry, JJ, go ahead.
No. It's just right now, we're still dealing with a little thing called a pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Any movie hitting the theater is going to bomb because it's not making the money it needs to make for it to recover. Okay, because people are still scared to go to the theater. Any movie that comes out between now and next year is going to bomb. Nobody realizes it. They think everything's on a great big comeback, and it's not yet.
Well, it's got to at least do like 50 or 60. If it does like 20 or 10, 15, it's going to be considerable.
I don't think it matters right now because they can't keep pushing stuff back, and they know that. So right now it comes down to, do you hold on to stuff and people just become disinterested because they're getting tired of you pushing stuff back, or you just throw it out there, get it out there, tell your stories, and say, you know what, we just got to cut our losses and hope enough people buy this after it goes to DVD.
Or
maybe
streaming.
they do streaming. They could also do a giant movie fest at some theaters when things open up better. They can do a lot of things. And plus, remember, Avatar and Endgame have been re-released multiple times. It wouldn't surprise me if these companies come back and do like a few weekends here and there and really push it hard. You didn't see it in the theater the first time? This weekend and this weekend only at your local theater, you're going to see Shang-Chi. Go now. I mean, they'll do it. They will do that as soon as people are more confident in the movie experience, just to get that extra $2 million or that $7 million or the $30 million, whatever they might get. They'll come back to these, but they can't keep holding on to them. It's like having a handful of aces just because. Or not a handful. Let's say you have a handful of jacks. Okay, it's not the greatest hand in the world.
If you can hear me, your device is not connected. It's not letting me add you, so you got to turn on your sound or something. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, it's fine. If you had three jacks, if you have three jacks, and you got two kings out there, the chances of somebody playing a third king and beating your three jacks in the Texas Hold'em style poker game is pretty high if you got two kings on the table. But that doesn't mean you fold. You're going to take your chances that you might win. Now, you may not bet hard, but it's the same type of thing. They've got a good hand. Do you wait for the perfect time and maybe lose because somebody just has the better hand? Or do you play it now and try to win now? And I mean, right now, they have to play these. They have to put these down. They have to get them out there because I'm telling you right now, Black Widow and Suicide Squad were probably more hurt by a pushback. Wonder Woman was hurt by the pushbacks. Wonder whether or not it was a good movie or not. It was hurt by the pushbacks.
And the China
you
release.
can't keep doing it. Yeah, and that's the thing. Yeah, I mean, you just can't do that. If you're
Well,
going to do it, you got to get it out now.
Well, I just seen that China released that Pixar film. My kids watched that Luca or something, but that Disney Plus released that like 5 months ago. That movie got so pirated, it got released in China the other day and only made like $1 million or something. So that's the problem. If you don't get those China releases, it's right on time. Like Black Widow. If Black Widow would have got that China release, they probably would have done a lot better. You know, give them another 200 million problem. Maybe.
We'll turn these movies into streaming service. They would not say, look, we're not going to.
That's doubtful, though.
We're going to get that 45-day window. I think they would have made more. I'm not saying much more, but it would have made. I definitely think that would have made a big easy.
You guys are forgetting, though. They make more profit when it releases the streaming service than it does the theater. Mm-hmm. They sell it for $30 a view. That's $30 in their pocket. They're getting what, like $5-10 a person at the theater?
My theaters are anywhere from 11 to 15.
Well, you got to remember that most of that's going to the theater. That's not all going to them.
That don't make sense, because when I watch Wonder Woman on HBO Max, my whole family watched it. When I went to the theaters, that would have been $10 times 5. They'd have made $50.
But not all that money goes to them, though. Most of that money goes to the theater. The production, they only get a fraction of that.
LDG, only about $2 to $3.50 per ticket sales goes to the theater. The theaters make the money off concession stands. Theaters not get a majority of the
and they get a percentage of that, too.
Yeah,
and ticket prices are per person. Disney Plus, when they charge the premium fee, you could have a completely house full, man, 10, 15 people watching one movie. They lost money on that film right there.
No, but you have more people that would never make it to a theater in the first place. So I think it kind of balances out.
Maybe no market, but I think overall they lose money. I can't tell you, put a price tag on it or exactly, but I think they're losing some money that way. And not to mention, that's pretty much a legal form of bootlegging. We're not even counting when it was in bootlegging.
Mm-hmm.
Next
topic, Nzo.
You're muted, Nzo.
He's mute. Nzo, you're mute.
Ah, shit, I was muted. My bad. I was speaking too and I was muted. Damn.
You pulled the JJ, man.
Pull the JJ on us.
I did. So topic number 3 is Ghostbusters Afterlife. Another first reactions. Well, this is first reactions, not really things. Really, Danny? We are still just under 3 months away from Ghostbusters Afterlife hitting cinemas, but thanks to the surprise CinemaCon screening, the first reactions to the true third movie in the franchise are out. And it sounds like Jason Reitman has done his father Ivan proud. The screening saw a small number of critics and press members being given an early view of the continuation of the Ghostbusters franchise, which Jason Reitman said is a massive Easter egg hunt for fans of the original movie. After the less than well-received reboot attempt in 2016, it seems like Ghostbusters Afterlife is ready to prove that sometimes you can't beat something familiar. Are you guys more excited to see Ghostbusters Afterlife after the positive reviews? Chris, go ahead. Ghostbusters, your thing, bro.
I mean, I'm happy to hear the positive reviews, but I'm not just saying it about Shang-Chi because it's Shang-Chi. I'm going to say it about this. I believe I heard positive reviews about 2016's Ghostbusters up front.
Very good point.
I think that was a troll and a half. And again, be careful. Now, I do find it interesting that they do say he did his dad proud, because that's a strong statement. Mm-hmm. I know the 89 Ghostbusters 2 wasn't that great. I loved it still. But
I loved it too.
His dad, though, on the first one, that was a home run without even knowing it was going to be a home run. It just hit all the right notes. It was perfect comedy, perfect placement. To think that they're even saying that he did his dad proud Well, that's got to be a lot of the same things. It does kind of bother me, though, that they call it an Easter egg hunt for fans, because while I love a good Easter egg, if it does, if all I'm doing is watching the movie for Easter eggs and there's not much of a movie to watch other than for that, then
it's going to be disappointing.
Exactly. I mean, there were Easter eggs in 2016. I'm sorry. I mean, there were a lot of little things in 2016 that were Easter eggs, but it just didn't hit the right notes. So, this is going to hinge a lot on Paul Rudd. Or is it Paul Rudd? Yeah,
Paul Rudd. Yeah, Paul Rudd. And the kids.
Yeah, it's going to rest a lot on him and the kids, because I don't think we're going to get Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray and Ernie Hudson for maybe much more than 30 minutes of this movie. Yeah. I don't think we're going to get much more of them for maybe 30 minutes. I think they will be coming in at the very end. I think Janine will have little parts, because this is more, it seems almost more of a story about Egon since he's gone. I don't want them to hold on to that either too long. Okay. We know he's dead in real life. If he's dead in the movie, we don't need to make this an altar for his character. We need to approach it properly and then move on. But I think that we're going to get Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray, Ernie Hudson, and I hope to God still we get Rick Moranis in the last 30 minutes. And you know what? I'd be okay with the very last. Everything's done. There's goo and shit all over the place, and everybody's covered, and they beat whatever they're finishing up. If it's Gozer again, if it's not, if it's a multitude of them, I don't care. Once they're all done and the goo's all over the place, I don't care if that's when Rick Moranis runs up in the outfit with the gun going like, did I miss it? If that's all he does, I will be so happy. And I know, and it does not hinge on him being in this movie. I'm hopeful, because I know he says he's coming back to acting. I would love it, because that harkens back to his comedy in Spaceballs and stuff.
And part 2 at the end, where it's like, I did to do it.
Is Sigourney Weaver going to be in it at all?
Yeah. Sigourney Weaver is going to be in it.
Okay.
And I am still optimistic, but it's quiet, because I don't want to go in with my hopes so damn high that it doesn't get there. As long as they give me something on the level of Ghostbusters 2 at this point, it's going to be well worth it. That's how I look at it. If it's anything, if it's more on the 2016 side, this franchise is over. If it's on the Ghostbusters 2 side, I think they'll be able to do more. I'm sure then. I think the only one that will show up after that will be Dan Aykroyd for little bits and pieces, maybe Ernie Hudson for bits and pieces. But I think this is trying to give Paul Rudd the reins and the kids the reins to this. And I think we're going to, if they continue the story, I think you're going to get more extreme Ghostbusters type storyline, or it's a little more outlandish, a little more crazy.
I'm gonna let Danny go next, because I know Danny really don't give a shit. So what do you think, Danny?
I'm going to be really, really, really respectful of this, because I know Chris loves this thing, but I'm really not interested. I may see it just so I can have an intelligent decision, but it's really nothing that I'm really clamoring to see. So I hope for his sake is what it want to be, because I don't care one way or the other. But
I understand. No problem. JJ, you Ghostbusters fan? What do you think?
I like the first 2. I didn't watch 16. This one I'm not really excited for, but I'll eventually watch it. But it's not something I'm, the day it comes out, oh my God, I got to see this. No, I haven't felt like that way about a movie in a very long time. even with Disney Star Wars, you know, it wasn't something I was like, oh my God, I got to go rush and see it now. You know, I'm a patient man. I can wait. I'll eventually see it, but it's not something I'm clamoring to see at this point. Yeah.
Gotcha.
To Shifty Gizm's point, the Ghostbusters 2016 was a failure from top to bottom. Though the effects were too kiddie, the script was bad, the improv didn't land, McKinnon mugging for the camera, it was an objectively, it was. I think though that they were trying to go kiddie with the way it looked, and actually the effects and the way they portrayed a lot of stuff was more like Ghostbusters 2, because if you remember the brothers at the beginning of the courtroom scene were completely different from anything we saw in the first one.
Yeah.
But the one thing, and I can't remember what it is, but look it up on YouTube. There's a guy that compares the different scenes of the introduction of the proton packs. It took 30 seconds in the original Ghostbusters movie to give you the seriousness of what they were and to create enough comedy to break the tension. It took them literally 6 minutes to explain how they made it, try to make it funny, throw inappropriate humor in it, in the new one. So 30 seconds it took them to do everything it took the new one to do 6 minutes in 6 minutes, I think is what it was. That's all you need to know. If they try to go too far to explain that stuff, then they're doing too much. They need to go back to how they did it in the first one. Very simple, very funny, quick little puns here and there. But we'll see. We'll see, because this was written by Aykroyd, and I think a lot of it was Harold Ramis too, and then Retman, I think, helped on it too. I don't think Murray had anything to do with this as far as writing, but he approved the script.
No problem.
Hey, LDG, your head's about ready to explode.
And LDG is up next, so go ahead, LDG. You are absolutely muted.
Yay!
Someone else pull the JJ.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
You know? All right, Eli, go ahead. There you go. You're good. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Ghostbusters, can't wait to see it. It looks promising. I get the point that Chris is trying to make, which actually he made an interesting point. Quite surprised, surprisingly. But no, yeah, if they do try to string it out way too freaking much and try to make this into a Mr. Wizard instead of just keep the comedy going, keep the plot going, moving along home. We'll see. We didn't get a rating, did we? Did we get a rating on the movie yet?
No, not yet.
Probably PG.
Not yet.
Yeah, they'll
probably. They're not gonna
yeah.
do a rated R or anything like that.
I doubt that.
Yeah. It's such a shame that rated R has such a stigma to it today. Seriously. Here's a thought.
PG. The first
Why
one was
don't you
PG,
make the
second
fucking
was
movie
PG-13.
multi-rated? There's an idea, guys. Guess what? Multi-rate the fucking movie. That way, people who want to see a rated R version can go see the rated R version. The people who want to see the G-rated or PG or whatever the hell you want to call it can go see theirs. You got plenty of room on the fucking DVD. You got plenty of room on the streaming service. You got plenty of fucking theaters that can have one version and the other next to each other. That way, you get all the adults that want to see what they want to see, and all the kids that will get to see what they want to see. And oh my God, here's an extra thought: Ghostbusters is the perfect fucking movie to do that with.
How much was it? How much was it?
Go ahead.
Here comes the how much money it's going to cost to do that. Why don't we get a freaking responsible production team to give us that answer? Because I guarantee you, you're only looking at a couple scenes that need to be cut or changed out with a substitute scene. We're not talking about a whole movie has to get redone.
No, you shoot a movie and then you edit the movie in different ways, and that doesn't cost a ton. That's just extra hours in the editing room.
No,
and
there will be sometimes you will need to reshoot a particular scene to give a rated R or a rated G version, or you just do editing. You can do a little bit of both, but it's not like you got to reshoot the entire movie.
But the problem is if you got six different versions of that movie out, three, let's just go with three,
two.
PG,
One for adults,
PG-13,
one for kids.
rated R.
Done.
Okay. But the thing is, it's even two. You're going to water down. And right now, they're not going to put anything out watered down. And what I mean by watered down is you're going to thin where people are going. And somebody's going to sit there and go like, well, I don't want to watch the kids version, but I got kids. I want to watch the adult version.
So they're going to watch the kids version.
Well, that's the problem. So why are they going to bother with making
That's
an adult
not a
version?
problem. They're still going to go see the movie.
What I mean is they're going to stick with like a PG or PG-13. I think the second one was PG-13.
I think
the
that's
first
stupid.
one was
I think
PG.
the first people who have the balls to do it are going to make a double amount of money than they originally made.
Ghostbusters was never intended to be rated R.
Nah, and even if they do that, they won't make double the amount of money. They'll make the same amount of money.
Maybe not rated R, but this shit's rated G, right?
Because people will think.
No. It's PG or PG-13.
It's probably PG-13.
All right.
Well, Ghostbusters 2, I believe, was PG-13. Hold on.
And JJ didn't go, so no, JJ did go. Jason Lee.
Yeah.
Where you at?
You went already?
No, I haven't gone.
Go ahead.
What was the 2016 version? Was it rated PG-13 also?
The first and second one.
Yeah.
The first and second one were both PG, actually.
Yeah, I want to see it, but I'm not like Danny said. I'm not jumping up and down to see it because I just afraid they're going to burn us like they did Coming to America too. I mean, that was one of my favorite movies from that 80s, 90s period, and Ghostbusters the same way. I just don't feel you're going to have that same movie magic like Chris said that first one was. I like the second one. I love the second one too, but it was not the first Ghostbusters, and I just
first was best.
Now we're in the 2020 years where we're all woke and cancel culture. I just see this is going to be really. I mean, it ain't going to be as bad as that 2016 version, but I just could see it being bad. I mean, I want to see it, but it's one of those I'm a little skeptical about.
Completely understandable. Elihu, you're up next.
Okay, if you guys watch the trailer again, you will see a statue of Gozer. And if you guys watch it very carefully, you will see a figure of Gozer coming out because it's the same arm, same haircut. And Chris says this may Rick Moranis cameo. Gozer can appear in any form it wants. It can go, how about this form? Rick Moranis in 5 seconds. I'd be fucking happy with that. I'd be happy with that. Okay,
I'd take that, but here's the thing. If they go back
Why
to
the
just
fuck
use the
would Gozer want to take the form of freaking?
I don't know. Hey, but wait. You want to know why? Because they know him.
Yeah.
They don't expect him. But
the kids don't know him.
Wait, no, listen though. The problem with Gozer in this is I don't think you make Gozer the main baddie in this film because it was the main baddie in the first one. And then you're going to get that, it's just a rehash of the first one. They can have Gozer in it. They could have Vigo in it if they wanted to.
No,
they can have
they can't.
Yeah, they can. They can if they want to.
Oh, he's trapped.
It's a celestial plane. Yes, they can. They can do whatever the hell they want. You're talking about ghosts. There's no rules with this. But the thing is you can throw everything you want at it, but you got to come up with one big bad. You have to come up with something new and different if this movie is going to take its place among tying into the first two. You have to separate it.
I also wanted to say
Vigo was a bitch.
I also wanted to
Vigo's
say
trapped in a painting.
Vigo was just such an anticlimactic bad guy. I mean, he comes out for 5 seconds, he takes over Ray, but they spray him with goo and he's gone. It's like,
yeah, it was horrible.
It was. I don't want to see
a joke. It was entertainable, but I did not like it at all.
It's entertaining. Vigo.
Yeah, Yeah,
Trash.
but
It's Vigo.
I don't want
wanted
to
to
see
say-
Vigo. I don't want to see Vigo again. But like I said, I'm okay with Gozer. I'm okay with Vigo. I'm okay with a lot of things coming back. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man can come back.
Yeah, little ones.
They cannot. I know those are in there, but the big one can come back for all I care. They just can't be the main focus of what's going on. I think what you're seeing is that this is where all the ghosts, Egon took all the ghosts, everything they fought, everything they've captured, and put it in this mine to contain it. And because he's no longer there to monitor it, everything gets out. And that somehow it all manifests into one giant evil together. That's kind of what I think that they might go for. And it's something new. We don't know what they're going to go for. Hell, it could be the devil. You want to get really crazy? Make Tim Curry come back in CGI and be the devil at the end of this, like he was in Legend. Just, just I don't know. Why not? Right?
For real.
I also wanted to add, if this is going to be a tribute to his father,
Mm-hmm.
if you guys remember the original Ghostbusters, his father was a tribute to Belushi. It can have a ghost.
Yeah, because Belushi. Belushi was supposed to be in it.
Yeah, they can have a ghost form of Egon or something like that as a reminiscence of him, as a tribute to him. It's like, hey, it's not exactly Egon, but it's like a weird hairdo or something with glasses, thin glasses, or thin skinny
But
guy.
Ivan Reitman isn't dead. Ivan Reitman isn't dead. He's producing this. He's just not directing it. So his son took the directing. Egon. Yeah. Okay. Well, and like
Easter egg thing. Sorry.
Harold Ramis, again, you can honor him, but okay, going back to what we were saying this past Sunday about the what if, about how after the fact we think they did a lot of that work and they put a lot more, holier are thou, or great to see you, oh, you're so awesome. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I want a tribute to him, yes, but I don't need to spend the whole movie bowing down to Egon.
And speaking of tributes, topic number 4 for you guys is Charlie Watts. Charlie Watts of the Rolling Stones has passed away, leaving many of his contemporaries in the music business feeling heartbroken over the news. On Tuesday, the band announced that Watts had died at the age of 80 in a London hospital surrounded by his family. Because Watts has been one of the most talented drummers of the past 60 years, he served as an inspiration for many, and that influence can be felt in many ways. Many tributes posted online. Does anyone want to give their feelings on Charlie Watts? Rest in peace, by the way.
Rest in peace, man.
Yes.
Hopefully his next life is better than this one.
Never was a Stones fan.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know Elihu had something to say, and I know Chris might.
Eli can go.
Okay. We had it all with the Rolling Stones. I mean, great music, great lyrics. As a kid sitting on a fence, I used to listen to them all the time, especially down in Memphis, Tennessee, when I was hanging out as a teenager. I was laying down low without any lectures in my life, but I was just happy all the time, until I heard the Harlem Shuffle. I started shaking my hips. I mean, somebody said, "Go shine a light, and you'll be free." I'm free, and I had to let it loose. I mean, the music, the lyrics, the ambiance, the excitement of actually going to a show. But I never actually got a show, but I've heard live shows. I mean, it just turned my blues to great. I mean, 100 years from now, we'll still be talking about the Rolling Stones, how great an influence they are. Mick Jagger will still be alive in 100 years. Come on, everybody knows this. I mean, as his music portrays throughout the galaxies, 2,000 light years away from home, aliens will even discover great music. I mean, you got to beg for a hope, but you can't always get what you want. And truly, Rolling Stones fans will recognize how many song lyrics I just mentioned there. Charlie Watts would be missed. Great music, man. I inspirational.
Chris?
Well, it says something that I don't think, if I remember right, he was their original drummer. I think their first album or two had a different drummer, and then he came in. But he's been playing with this band for like near 60 years. I mean, concert after concert, album after album. And while he's not like a flashy drummer, he is a damn good drummer. This guy just sat there and he was like that proper 60s looking, really, he obviously was taught about form because he sits there like this, he's really technical looking. But he was an awesome drummer. And it does, it puts some mortality on things like the Rolling Stones now. When you got a guy that has stuck with them, because Ronnie Wood, their bassist, left like 10, 15 years ago or something. He called it quits. And it was him. It was him, Mick Jagger, and Keith Richards, who were pretty much the remaining members of the band that were there. And while a lot of people are Mick Jagger, Keith Richards fans, there's a lot to be said about the fact that Charlie Watts is dead. It sucks. I heard about it today. I know I heard last week that he was going to not tour with him anymore. He his camp made an announcement. So now he dies. I have a feeling they found out something. They haven't released what he died of yet. I wouldn't say COVID. I would say probably some sort of. I would say it was a terminal cancer. That's probably what it was. The guy smoked like the rest of them did for years and years. So, but 80, man, 80, and he rocked it out for like nearly 60 years, if not 60 years. The guy had to have had a hell of a life. Imagine the things he saw. This is a Rolling Stones. This is literally they are on the top like 5, whether or not you like them or not. There's like a top 5 of rock bands of all time. It's the Beatles, the Stones, maybe Pink Floyd, like Bruce Springsteen. There's certain names that go up there. They and the Beatles, those are the 2 big ones. It's like those are the 2 everybody argue. And again, you may not like either, and I'm not saying everybody would put them that high, but in a general consensus of many in the music community, like major music people, they say it's the Beatles or the Stones. One of the others, number one. And very few want to make that pick. So it puts a mortality on them now. They were trudging along forever. And if he hadn't have died right now, it may not have had the same effect. But he just said, I'm not going to go on this next tour. He dies. Everybody's sitting there going like, oh my God. The classic rock station in town, all day today, every song was the Stones. Literally past 14 hours, and they're probably still going. How many bands has 14 hours worth of music to play on a station? That's what we're talking about here.
First album in what, 77, 76?
No, 63, 64. Somewhere like they were right there at the Beatles, like right when the Beatles were getting big. They were big. So you're talking mid 60s, but that's. Put it that way to everybody. How many bands have a catalog by themselves that can be played on a station probably more than 24 hours? If you went to every album, I don't know how many studio albums they have. They have to have at least 20.
Prince.
But it's just crazy. Well, Prince could be one. Yeah, sure. But it's an amazing, it's an amazing thing, and it sucks. It sucks because, like Elihu, like a lot of people, we have moments in our lives where maybe you can't always get what you want. Was important. One of the songs for me is Under My Thumb. I love that song.
My favorite one is Streets of Love.
Yeah.
How about oh shoot, I'm trying to. I don't know. Love Is Strong was the one in the 90s when I was in high school, and I thought it was really cool. I was still listening to the Stones, like my dad used to do back when he was in high school. And I had a brand new song by the Stones when I was in high school. That was kind of like that like bridging the gap type thing. It was like, oh my God, I'm listening to a band my dad listened to in high school, but it's a new song. It's like,
my son listens to him. He's 14.
Yeah.
My son, he's 14, and he listens to him.
Multi-generational.
He idolizes him.
Yeah, exactly. These bands are multi-generational. They took from rhythm and blues, R&B. They were deep into the old jazz and blues and Muddy
what was
Water.
What was that one again?
Muddy Waters. Yep.
Yeah, all of those people.
Like Mothers of the Helpless.
And they did it the right way because they
Exactly.
asked Muddy Waters if they could do the song, right? They didn't just steal it like a lot of the artists did back in the
But
day.
you see, that's the thing. The Rolling Stones and the Beatles revered those bands.
Mm-hmm.
They looked for those bands back when people didn't want to, highlight black artists. They were looking for them because they loved their music. They wanted to learn that music because that's where the soul of rock and roll was.
Right.
And they were the ones that brought it to a white community. And you can say what you want. Yeah, they're white boys and all that. But they were bringing black music to the white community, which eventually has led to the ability to have black artists who are mainstream. I mean, they helped black artists get someplace with their music. So these bands did amazing things. So it like I said, it puts a mortality on it. So it really sucks.
It's like ZZ Top where they lost their bassist a couple of weeks ago. That's
Anybody else got anything to say before we close it out?
Biden Pickles.
What?
And I said, anybody else got anything to say before we close it out?
No, I'm good.
No,
I thought Pickle Biden was trying to say something. Sorry.
All right. So we are going to call it. I do appreciate everybody that popped in today. It was a great show. Hey, Nzo, you think they will answer in No Way Home who was the mysterious man lurking in the shadows in the Amazing Spider-Man movies? I have no idea.
It was the lizard.
Was it?
It's the lizard who was basically trying to attack Peter from behind, but he got hit by a force field, which people are starting to speculate that he's actually looking into different multiverses, and the lizard basically is not in the movie. It's just a scene of him trying to attack Peter Parker. Because we all know, because the lizard knows that Peter Parker's Spider-Man.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, guys, go around the panel and talk about your channels one last time. Chris Knight, talk to the people, sir.
LDG needs to keep that filter on all the time.
I know, right?
Chris Knight, Real Review 3000. I don't know if I'll have my No Way Home breakdown done today. If I do, I'll have it out. It might be tomorrow now, because I got to get to work. So, I don't have to get to work today. I just got to get ready for it. Real Review 3000. I'm on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, Odyssey, BitChute, all of that. Check that out. But as always, guys, if you are watching this on Nzo's channel, please go over to Chaos Central. Sub over there if you haven't already. Please do that. And follow and support all these people you see on this show, on Danny's show, on anything else we do, the roundtables, all of that. That's what this is about, community. We want people here. We want people to help us grow. Everybody needs to grow. Everybody needs to expand what they're doing. And that starts with you guys who are watching. We need you. So, guys, check everybody else out. Check out Chaos Central. And, thank you, Nzo. Great topics. Great show.
Thank you very much. Elihu, you're up next.
I got my show every Wednesday called What's About the Universe, where we talk astronomy, astrophysics, science. You know, that thing like magic but real. Every 12 noon Pacific time, 12 noon Pacific time. Specifically. And you can find it everywhere and nowhere. Sometimes, like when JJ randomly does a stream, if he gets back to randomness at his finest, because it is one of his finest, I will randomly hop in there. But hopefully he doesn't tell us and just hops it randomly does it. Hint, hint, JJ. Hint, hint.
All righty. Next up, Jason Lee Tucker.
What's up, guys? I'm Jason Lee Tucker. Jason Lee Tucker statement. I have on the channel. We talk about some indie wrestling, WWE, AEW, pop culture, different things, fun rants, fun videos. Let's check it out. Thank you, Nzo. Appreciate you coming on tonight. Appreciate it.
Oh, he meant the guy in the prison? I don't think so. I think we'll get little tie-ins from the movies, or they might not even mention what's going on in the movies at all, Cobra. So I don't know about that. And Sci-Fi, don't worry about it. It's all good. I understand. Thanks for popping in at the end, though. JJ, talk to the people, sir.
All right, I'm going to make this short and sweet. everybody in the chat, no matter where you're watching at, man, check these people out on the panel. Like, share, subscribe, all the fun stuff that goes with it. We're here for you guys. We try to be entertaining. You know, hopefully that's what brings you back. Get the word out. You know, we're all trying to grow in one form or another, for one reason or another. Without you people in the chat, you know, we appreciate every week in, week out, you come and watch us. Just get the word out. You know, let's make Chaos Central something. Let's make people on these channels something. You know, because everybody's here for their own reasons, but we all want to grow. With that being said, Nzo, sorry I can't hang out. I got to go. I'm not feeling too hot at the moment. But
no problem, JJ.
Like, share, subscribe, everyone. You know, watch these people. They all got great content. Thanks for having me on, man. I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah, no problem. Take care, JJ.
Take care, JJ.
And just to put this out there real quick, JJ will probably be the next guest on Roberto's F the Ego show next Wednesday. So make sure you guys check that out, man. It should be a great show. Last but not least, LDG.
Yo, what's up, guys? I had fun tonight. Thanks everybody for hanging out and having some fun. Check me out on YouTube. That's LDG of Geeks Enjoy ! You can also check out my secondary channel, Geeks Enjoy Nerdrotica, where we do late night nerdgasm. And like again, Twitter at Geeks Enjoy. Have a blast here, trying to you know, just be me and hang out with everybody and have some fun. Trying to build the first true public forum. Hashtag free the net. Hashtag freedom of speech. And you'll have a great night tonight.
Absolutely. And last thing before I go, just to say this, I said it on Danny's show and I'll say it again today. Teenage Mutant Spider Ranger did a shout out video, you know, shouting out my channel and stuff. So I'm much appreciated to you on that, my brother. Thank you for that once again. I appreciate all the support, like I said. With that being said, guys, we are out. Peace, love, and hair grease. See you next time.
Inevitable.
Alright, the Chaos List. Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Alright, Nzo, here we go. Take N and Z, then throw in a O. Nzo's the name, and this is the show. It don't matter what the haters say, cause everybody knows at the end of the day, the Chaos List comes on Tuesday nights. Describe it in word, dynamite. He brings fire to all the masses. He rocks a hoodie, a snapback, and a pair of glasses. Chaos List the second show of the week. Questions so fire that they make you speak about issues that are universal. We talk about shit that's controversial. Sit back, chill, enjoy the show. His crew is ready. And here's Nzo. Peace. Woo! Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Chaos List. Do not miss this. I'm gonna say that one more time. Do not miss this. Peace. Is there any stuff?
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. And like that,